We continue this lecture by this example. Find all points on the graph of y equals 4 minus x squared that are closest to the point 0, 2. Before we solve this problem, try to understand the problem. Let's now solve this problem. Let xy be a point on the graph of y equals 4 minus x squared. Then the distance of the point xy from the point 0, 2 is given by d. This is given by square root of x minus 0 squared plus y minus 2 squared. This is also equal to square root of x squared plus y minus 2 squared. We want to minimize d. We now express d in terms of x. Since y equals 4 minus x squared, gagawin natin 4 minus x squared yung y dito. So, d equals square root of x squared plus 4 minus x squared minus 2 squared. This is also equal to square root of x to the fourth minus 3x squared plus 4. Okay. Pwede nating ituloy yung problem by getting the derivative of this expression. Pero pwede rin nating isipin na if we minimize d, then we also minimize d squared. Okay? Let f of x equals d squared or f of x equals x to the fourth minus 3x squared plus 4. Kukunin natin yung derivative nito and then we get the critical numbers for this function. We now get the constraint for x. The constraint is the set of all real numbers. Since wala naman tayong sinasabi about the points. Okay? We now find the derivative of this function f. So f prime x equals 4x cubed minus 6x. This is also equal to 2x times 2x squared minus 3. Setting f prime to 0, we get 2x times 2x squared minus 3 equals 0. Solving for x, we get 0 or plus or minus square root of 3 halves. Yung plus or minus square root of 3 halves, dito yan galing sa 2x squared minus 3 kapag equal yun sa 0. Now, since our constraint is the set of all real numbers, ito lahat yung magiging critical numbers of f. 0, square root of 3 halves, and negative square root of 3 halves. Next, we get f double prime, which is equal to 12x squared minus 6. Tapos isa-substitute natin dito sa x yung mga critical numbers. So, if x equals 0, then this is the value of f double prime of 0. This is equal to negative 6. Negative 6 is less than 0. If x equals square root of 3 halves, then this is the value of f double prime. Square root of 3 halves squared is 3 halves. And this one, this is equal to 18 minus 6 or 12. And 12 is greater than 0. If x equals negative square root of 3 halves, ito naman yung value ng f double prime. This is equal to 12 times 3 halves minus 6, also equal to 12. That is greater than 0. By the second derivative test, if x equals square root of 3 halves or negative square root of 3 halves, since f double prime of x is greater than 0 and f prime of x is equal to 0, then f has a relative minimum at x equals square root of 3 halves and at x equals negative square root of 3 halves. Take note that we want to minimize the value of the function f when x equals 0 kasi magiging relative maximum naman siya. If x equals square root of 3 halves, then y equals 4 minus x squared. This is equal to 4 minus 3 halves or 5 halves. Meanwhile, if x equals negative square root of 3 halves, then ito yung value ng y. This is also equal to 4 minus 3 halves or 5 halves. So the points on the graph of y equals 4 minus x squared that are closest to the point 0, 2 are this point and this point. Okay? So that ends the lecture on optimization problems. If you have any questions, you may ask your teacher. Thank you.